Welcome in and welcome back. A different kind of video for the channel right now. We're going to get into Alex Trebek. I promise this is not the beginning of this channel becoming a celebrity-centric sort of channel. If you have been with this channel for any period of time at all, you know how I feel about celebrity culture, but this is a bit of a different situation with Alex Trebek because of what Alex Trebek represents. I'm going to draw a little bit of ire for this. People are going to hate me for this, but I don't think you get to be sad when a celebrity dies. I really don't. I don't think that. I think it's almost malicious. I think it's almost malicious to the human experience to let a celebrity death ruin your day. Because think about all of the needless and heedless suffering that ends in death every single day. And all of us completely ignore that simply by the necessity of going about our daily lives. We have to ignore it. We have no choice. All of that, millions of people dying every day in at the least suboptimal conditions. But this actor that I remembered from this TV show that I saw once that I used to kind of like as a kid, he died, and now I feel sad and it ruined my day. I don't think I don't think we consider ourselves. I don't think we can take ourselves seriously as people and have sentiments such as that. I think you are automatically becoming less serious as a person if that one guy that you saw on that show, what was the title? When I was a kid, it was big when I was a kid. People loved it. He died. I'm sad. I don't think you can take yourself seriously as a person, or can anyone else take you seriously as a person moving forward from that because that person had at least a chance. Think of all the people that never had a chance that die in very impoverished conditions every day. Never had a job such as an actor where you get to be uh, the worst thing for you is the call time. That's the hardest thing you have to do. Memorize a couple lines. That is a very privileged life. I have believed this for a very long time, and I had it proven to myself. The living celebrity that since I was 19-ish that I held in the highest regard was Chris Cornell. And I think even artists are a little bit different when you're talking about a musician or a writer or a visual artist. I think that's a little bit different. Actors aren't artists, by the way. We can get into this at some point on the channel. But when it's an artist, you're incorporating that person's work into your own life in a way that is different. You're interpreting it through your life, which is key to art, by the way. But still, I was not able, I couldn't force myself at the time to be sad when Chris Cornell died. I just couldn't do it. It sucked, yeah. Not getting any more Soundgarden music, not getting any more Audioslave music. But I don't think you get to be morally serious and be sad. That said, culturally, what Alex Trebek represented was intelligence, or at least smarts, as culture. The cultural significance of at least understanding, or at least memorizing factoids, if not understanding them. There is a joke that I heard, Jesus Christ, I must have been in middle school, for Christ's sake. And I remember it to this day. I cannot tell you which comedian said it, but he was talking and he said, look, both Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy make you feel stupid when you watch them. Jeopardy because you don't know any of the goddamn answers, and Wheel of Fortune because you're watching Wheel of Fortune. And therein lies a little bit of the difference there. Jeopardy as a game show was always an opportunity to learn something. Whenever you knew an answer on Jeopardy, it felt a little bit better than Wheel of Fortune or The Price is Right or any of that sort of thing. And this is going back to the TV age. I remember the 1990s because I was born in the 1980s. I remember the world before the internet, when there were 6 channels. So anyone watching TV was watching one of 6 things. So when something weird happened on Jeopardy, everybody knew about it. When something weird happened on The Simpsons, everybody knew about it. It was one of those types of times that is from whence Alex Trebek sprung. And in this, not only did he represent a television show, a game show, that was, look, sure, I'm positive there were dummies that watched Jeopardy. But even the dummies that watch Jeopardy to feel smart, not to feel the thrill of entertainment. In smarts or intelligence versus the thrill of entertainment, there's a wide chasm there. These are disparate terms. And Jeopardy being on represented at least the shadow of self-improvement. The ability to sit down and learn something. A lot of people don't get that after their school days. A lot of people don't get that opportunity post high school, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people from, for sure, my parents' generation never graduated high school, right? So this was an opportunity to not go to class, but to learn something, and to learn it from someone such as Alex Trebek, someone who had a stone cold reserve about them, very refined, but you knew Alex Trebek would not hesitate to crack open a Hams with you and race through a 12-pack. Alex Trebek would do that. There's videos on YouTube. You can find Alex Trebek flinging the F word around and drinking alcohol on set. It's a hell of a thing. You should really look it up. But at the same time, you know he'd cold cock you if you said anything about his mother. That's the type of guy Alex Trebek was. That is what he represented. And everyone knew Alex Trebek, but he never really cashed in on it. He never really made a lot of cameos. He never really did the Drew Carey thing where you take celebrity in one aspect of television and transfer it onto another and another. Remember, Drew Carey did Whose Line Is It Anyway, as well as The Price is Right, all of these things. He never really did that. Not after the Jeopardy days. And it's weird thinking of him in a Alex Trebek in a pop culture way, because I haven't had a television since 2006, I think, 2005, 2006, something like that. My memories of Alex Trebek are from the 90s. My memories of Alex Trebek are that the gray-haired guy, not the white-haired guy, with the gray mustache, not the brown mustache. But Alex Trebek is culture in a way that to which few ever really transcend. You want to talk about 90s, what is more 90s than garage sales? I remember board games, card games, trivia books, all with Jeopardy themes that you could find no matter where. My mother loved going to garage sales. And when you're 7, 8, 9, 10, you don't get a say in the matter. It's Saturday, you have to go to garage sales. No matter what neighborhood you were in, you were likely at some point during the day to find something Jeopardy themed. And that's gone. that, especially with whispers that, and I hate to sully a video that will carry Alex Trebek's name, but with whispers that he might be replaced with by George Stephanopoulos, a little sleaze bag like George Stephanopoulos. That would be. I know Alex Trebek was Canadian, but he was a national treasure in the United States, and that would be a shame. I hope that with whoever they choose to replace Alex Trebek, it is someone who is refined, someone who will drink a Hamm's with you, would curse you out, and might even slap you at some point during the night. That is all that we can ask from someone replacing the great Alex Trebek.